Buenos días, la clase de tres. Good day, standard three. Bienvenido, welcome. Mama, papa, tío, tía, abuelo, abuela, hermoso, hermosa. Welcome, and we are on to lesson 2. Social distancing. Don't forget to wear your mask in the public. Make sure it's covering your nose and your mouth. Don't underestimate soaping your hands, washing your hands as much as you can, especially when you're out there and you're touching things. Wash your hands well. If you don't have soap and water, use a hand sanitizer. Okay, I must say from lesson 1, I was very impressed. I saw the response of your work. Some girls, I told you, you need to draw the 3 things that you would like for 2021 a little bit bigger. Do it. When we go through this, you will understand why. Well, behind me, you would see the other classes, this is what they did. But yours is specific. And I need for you to please follow the video. I put up the work of the other classes so you can get to see that it's the same thing that you all are learning. It just gets steps harder as you go along. So now that you're in standard 3, infants, it's just very simple compared to yours, and yours just gets a little more technical. And I want you to take your time, follow the video. Let's get on to the video now. Okay, so we are looking at standard 3 mixed media. Whenever we talk about mixed media, we are talking about crayons, colored pencils, construction paper, paints, anything that can give you, that can cover an area, it's a media. Okay, for your purposes, we are looking specifically at our paints, colored pencils, paint brushes, crayons. Some people have oil pastels, fine. And we are going back again to our Port of Spain waterfront, because I felt that a few of you, you still did not take your time to do it properly. We are doing just the basic image of it. All right. And I want you to take your time. Take your time, because this transpires into all your work. So this is the image I left you with. I was very pleased to see a lot of you giving me this. Give me a new design. Two of the girls, some people put 2 people. And in between, you were supposed to draw 3 things that you aspire for the new year, right? I didn't put mine, but you are supposed to show me it. And some of you drew it pretty small, and you'll understand why I want you to do it bigger. The first thing we are looking at is the use of crayons. Now, crayons or oil pastels, what is dynamic about it? It's made out of wax. And not only does it show up, but its color is brilliant and it is water resistant. The only thing, it may not be too neat, but the impact that I wanted. So the fireworks, I use a color blend of yellow and orange, purple and blue, yellow and green, purple and pink. So when you make your fireworks, if you realize the colors are always very close. So you do your fireworks. Then I did the building, which is basically blue and yellow. And the mountains, notice I colored in dots. For the simple reason, a mountain, even though it's a raised piece of land, it has trees. And the trees tend to form a cluster. So you need to color it in a clustered form, giving it that texture. When you look at a mountain, you don't see blank green. You see different tones, different shapes of green, right? So we've given it the illusion of that. Okay, so I had one shade of green and I put another shade of green and I put yellow. You can use, some of you might say, but Miss, I only have one green. Fine. If you want a darker green, you put your green with yellow, you will get light green. Or your green with blue, you will get a dark green. But notice I eventually got the different colors of the mountains, right? And I'm seeing my mountains in the background. All right. Let us look at the waterfront building. We are also seeing that there are windows and they're neatly organized in lines. And sometimes you might see bars coming across. And I felt that it's important to point this out to you because I want this from you. I want to see that in your building. So yes, back to the good old ruler and pencil, right? You could use a colored pencil or any sharp object. That's the other technique of crayons. It comes off. When it comes off, this is what you get. You're getting the same image that we wanted of the glasses. Let's go back again to see what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. Can you see? It's not crazy. I am not accepting random lines. I must see straight lines used with a ruler. One of the things I observed is that you are not using your ruler. It's a tool, it's a school tool. I want to see your ruler with lines drawn across. This is what we are seeing in the image. Give me this. If I don't see it, I am taking off marks. So in the end, all our crayon work is the fireworks, the towers, and the mountains. I am saying it again. I am looking for my fireworks, which is lines of colors, okay? From one central point. I don't want to see a circle in the middle, a central point, a point, and your colors are coming out of it, right? I want to see my mountains textured. Mountains are made of trees. So I must see the different tones of trees. And also for the building, use your ruler. I want to see the windows. Next, I used colored pencils. Now, you all need to learn how to use colored pencils. Colored pencils you can have so much fun with. So you don't have to color your 2021 in the same colors I did. But one of the tricks of colored pencils, light and dark. So I had my light color inside. I use a dark color to outline. The pencil is your guide. The colored pencils is to work over your pencil. So I am not seeing, notice I am not seeing any pencil lines at all. Notice to the girl's hair, her hair is made out of grains of hair. So you go with lines. You don't color like as if you're coloring area. This is coloring of area. You color in lines. Okay? So I use light brown, dark brown. I even use black. You can use your colors. And I think one of the things we need to be proud of, why not put on a Trinidadian shirt? It's New Year's. We are proud Trinidadians. We are in a pandemic and we are a resilient people. And one of the prayers of 2021 is we can get through this and we can move forward. So I felt it necessary to wear a Trinidadian shirt. You can design your shirt that you want. Okay? Now, in these spaces are the drawings of what you are aspiring for 2021. Now, you see why I said it needed to be a little bit bigger? Because when you outline with your colored pencils and you color inside, I want to be able to see all your lines. You outline in a darker color and color in a lighter color. If it is too small, you're not going to notice it. So I messaged you and I told you it needs to be bigger. Please do so. If while you are working, you find, wait, now this is not coming out good, fix it. Okay. And what's beautiful about colored pencils, they can erase. Crayons, on the other hand, it's very difficult. So I am going to go over this again. My crayon work is the fireworks, the buildings, the mountains. The color pencil works are the numbers, your three items, and the girl. And notice even with the girl's shirt, I outlined the shirt in black. That's fine. So notice how she just pops out. There is no pencil work, no pencil work. It is outlined. It could be black, it could be purple, it could be dark blue. You outline. So you can get that inner area to come forward. That is the objective in coloring. All right, we're not finished yet. We need to do the sky and the fireworks are lighting up the sky. So I created a wash. Remember, a wash is it's water with a little bit of paint. So I use black. And what's beautiful with the crayons, it pops up through the wash. All right, it comes forward. I just had to be a little careful around the colored pencil area. All right. If you want your sky to look dark blue, if you want to make it look purple, fine. Okay. Because sometimes the sky does not look black. It does look dark blue, it does look purple. However, whichever one you use, black, dark blue, or purple, it must be a wash. You've got to wash it, okay? So we can see those colors popping through. So this picture is telling us a story. Let us look back at the waterfront. Now, each building, there's a reflection, and here we are seeing the ripples on the water. I want this. Again, let's look at it. There are buildings here and there's reflection on the water. I want to see the reflection of the buildings and I want to see the water. Okay, so we start with the building, the reflection of the building, blue. So I gave it, notice it's gentle lines. All you have to use is a small paintbrush, right? And press lightly, lightly. Some of you are pressing hard with your paintbrush and giving and slapping it. Take your time. You've got to focus. Take your time. So where the sky, you were covering the area, I want the reflection of the water and I want it looking as if the water is rippling. So it's just gentle lines. Look at it. It's gentle lines, gentle lines. Notice I left this space because this is the yellow that will be coming next. Okay? All right, so here's a little bit of the yellow. So we still have the reflection of the mountains on the water, don't we? So here I have in between my little bit of green reflecting the mountains and black from the sky completing the whole area. So in the end, it looks like this. Now girls, art, some of you, I am seeing also, you all are taking this art lessons very flippant. Art helps you learn to focus. It helps you learn to observe. It helps you also, especially how we are doing it, is to be able to follow the instruction. Some people, they handed up their drawing exercise with paintings, which you lost marks for. You are a student and you have to answer the questions. You've got to follow the instructions. Failure to follow the instructions, you will be penalized. In this lesson too, we are focusing on coloring using mixed media. This I want to see. I don't want to see your pencil work. I saw your pencil work in your drawing. All right? So I look forward to your work. I did not have my 3 images here. You are supposed to have it. If I don't see the images there, a mark will be deducted. So let me be specific. I want to see your crayon work. Remember the crayon work? It's the fireworks, the building, the mountains. I want to see your colored pencil works, which is the numbers, the girls, and the 3 items. I want to see your paintings. You have learned 2 types of techniques. It's a wash, which is the sky, and you're learning how to make the sea with ripples, which is dashes. All right, girls, I look forward to seeing your work. Hasta la vista. Adios. Oh, before I go, I need to put back on my mask. Where did my mask go? Ah, don't forget, this is what we have to do now. Safe practices. Adios. Hasta la vista.